firstly, focusing on the title race. We didn't have one a few weeks ago, but now we do. Manchester City and Liverpool are going head to head. Man City, of course, are leading the way, but Liverpool are right on hot on their heels, breathing down their necks, and just giving them little room for error ahead of that massive, massive game between the two at the Etihad in April. Nick Mendola, for you, this title race, is there a clear favourite now? Because Man City looked like they had it wrapped up, but fair play to Liverpool. They've come firing back on all cylinders, and I would say it's pretty much 50-50 right now, isn't it?
Yeah, you want to know how I know there's a title race? Because Liverpool fans are yelling at me. And that's when you know, like, it's not just staying in they are ready for this. And I got to give them credit and also explain why I'm super mad at Chelsea, because this should be a 3-horse race. It really feels like it should be. It hasn't happened. And I think Man City, again, I'm sticking with my horses, with my guns, because that's what I chose the beginning of the year. But when I think about how good Liverpool is, I think they give up too many big chances, and that's why I'm sticking with Man City. I also don't see Man City dropping enough points, or at least dropping points at such a significant departure from the way they've dropped points this season to allow Liverpool to get back there. But you look at the numbers, and it feels like it was a couple years ago when they stayed at basically at this exact distance apart. Liverpool is phenomenal. Man City might just be one of the best machines we've ever seen in any league. And that stinks for Liverpool. But I think they're going to make it exciting for us by at least maybe grabbing a draw at the Etihad in a few weeks. But even that's getting ahead of ourselves, right, Joe?
It is, mate. It is. But you hit nail on the head there. This feels very similar to 2018-19, that season when they pushed each other all the way. And basically, it came down to the final day of the season. I remember being at Brighton. Man City won after going behind early, and Liverpool went ahead. And it was like, oh, are they going to do it? But there is so little between these two teams, Andy. The only real difference I could maybe say is that I would argue that Liverpool actually have the better front three compared to Man City. Man City can still have a bit of an off day and maybe not score. But Liverpool, you always feel like they're going to score 2 or 3 goals in a game. But probably shoring things up defensively, like Nick said, is going to be the key for them, right? So it is so finely balanced. But then you have for Man City, Kevin De Bruyne, and others, Bernardo Silva, just clicking through the gears ominously right now. So who is the favourite? Is there a favourite for you? What do you see being the deciding factor in this title race down the stretch?
Yeah, I think it's still Manchester City for the fact that they've got the points in hand. They've already got them in the bag rather than the game still to play. They don't have the ground to make up, so they've just got that little bit of built-in advantage. But I'm glad you brought up that 2018-19 season, Joe, because now that I think back to it, I kind of remember the thought about Liverpool that season was, yeah, they're really good. They're really exciting. This feels like they're building something, and it's going to be the start of something. Obviously, they went on and they won the Premier League later, or the next season. They won the UEFA Champions League that same season. So it's been a real bright patch for Liverpool, but they've had Manchester City there the whole entire time. And you know, you might say, well, that's unfortunate for Liverpool. It's great for the rest of us because the level of play, the level of quality that exists in both of these teams. Every single week, you're looking at the schedule Wednesday, Thursday for the weekend saying, okay, who plays first? Are Man City going to get out first and really put the pressure on Liverpool? Are Liverpool going to be able to cut into that lead before City take the field and put the pressure onto them? You know, all those little things in a title battle, a race down to the end of the season, we're going to have that. And I do agree, you know, that front line for Liverpool, it's not just the front three, it's the front four, the front five, the players that they can rotate into those spots. Now with Luis Diaz coming in, like he's been in the Premier League, like he's been playing for Liverpool for years now. He took no time to acclimate, similar to Diogo Jota as well when he came over last season. It's just they have an idea of the players they want, how to go out and get them. They bring them into the team, and Jurgen Klopp knows exactly how to lose them. I love that there's a contrasting style between these two teams, defensive juggernaut, offensive juggernaut. It's setting up perfect. April 10th, it cannot get here soon enough.
Yeah, I'm so looking forward to that. And again, it feels like that season where it was a 1-1 draw, I believe, at the Etihad between Man City and Liverpool. And you had the John Stones clearance off the line early in that game. And it's fine margins, very, very fine margins from here on until the end of the season, until late May. And I cannot wait because, as you said, there's extra intensity in the play of all these two teams. Every single game they play, they're just trying to battle through and just trying to. it's a cliche, but every game's a cup final for Liverpool and Man City right now because they cannot afford to even draw a game because they know the other team is going to be hot on their heels and giving them just a run right until the end of the campaign. So it's going to be great over at Pro Soccer Talk and NBCSports.com. We'll keep you updated with the run-in series we have going, with the title race. Goal difference, I think, is going to come down to it. Remaining fixtures, details on results for both teams. So each and every day you can focus on that page on PST and try and figure out, like we are, who has the edge, who are the favourites. And it's very, very difficult to put anything between Manchester City and Liverpool right now in the Premier League title race.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host for NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch highlights all season long, and be sure to tune in for Premier League mornings every weekend at 7 a.m. Eastern. And for even more content, head over to Peacock, where we've got live games, original series, and a dedicated round-the-clock Premier League channel featuring studio shows, classic matches, and much more.